and I purchased this a few months ago. This is the Team Associated Pro 4 SC10 4x4 short course truck. That's a lot to say, but I immediately got it, and it's been an awesome truck, awesome RC vehicle. You know, from a Team Associate, they always have great vehicles. But I knew, since I've been in the hobby for 25 years, 30 years, that the RTRs do not come with the greatest factory stock steering servo. So I immediately just wanted to try, and I didn't want to buy an expensive servo, and I didn't want to buy an off-name China servo, which there's probably some good ones, but I went ahead and just wanted to stay with Team Associated. So I went to their website and looked up, and the best recommendation that I could get was the Reedy 2513. It's got more torque and it's faster, but this is what I pulled out of the truck, because I already got the new one installed in here, the replacement, and this is the older one, and this was a 1523 model MG. But every time I tried to search anywhere on the web, even Team Associated's website, it gave me nothing on that 1523 model. It always pulled up the 1514 MG, and so they're both 15 kg torque related. It doesn't say anything about the speed, but I remember seeing that the 1525 or the 1514 relates to torque and one relates to speed. So you can configure what you want out of that, but I'm not going to quote any numbers. But again, I installed that in this, and I'm going to make the video, and I did, and now we're going to jump into the video portion now that I've explained that. Okay? I think that when it comes to off-road vehicles, that torque is a little bit more important than speed. Yes, you want a certain amount of speed to get the job done, but not so much that it's over twitchy. So that's what I'm going to test here is torque and speed with the factory RTR servo that came in this vehicle, and then I'm going to do the upgraded kind of more upscale factory RTR servo. I'm doing full left to right turns on this surface that's a little more grippy, and then I'll put it on the concrete too that's below, and we'll see how well both the servos do. All right, here's just a test I think that I've come up with just to determine how strong the servo is, the torque. And I'm just going to hold the vehicle right here and turn the steering, and it's going to just flip the vehicle chassis back and forth. This will convey how strong, how torquey the servo is, how strong it is. Kind of dropping the ball, I think. Also going to check the the centering after you let go. Does it go back to center very well? Let y'all make the decision on that. Here is the factory Reedy 2513 Metal Gear digital servo that I received from, I got it on, I think it was Amazon. They had them for like around $40, but I'll post the actual price and the specs. And this is it. So this is what you get. Comes in this package just like this. And this servo feels quite a bit more substantial, you know, just holding it. Than the stock servo, so more weight to it, and it's got its aluminum body, and you know, that's just decorative. And I mean, adds, you know, dissipates heat maybe a little better than plastic, but definitely, you know, a little heavier. Usually we tend to think about that as more of a value, you know, more of a long-term, you know, more durable product. But this is the servo. I'm going to show you before I take it out of the package. Here's the factory servo. that came in my Pro 4, Team Associated Pro 4, right here. We're gonna just take that out with 4 screws on this side and this side, 2 and 2, 2 and 2. Obviously, you can see that on your vehicle if you have this or another vehicle that you're gonna put this servo in. Let me tell you, these 4 screws are in here so tight, and that's the same situation with some of the other screws. This screw here on the back to get the differential cover or the differential gear cover up, that literally, I have good tools and it literally stripped out that screw immediately. I had to go through all kinds of trouble to get that screw out and buy a screw removal bit kit and drill that out and you know, back that out. Your receiver to receive the same type of connector, which it is right there to the receiver, easy enough. I just used a little pair of pliers to get in there. And then the servo drops out, a 1523. So 2513. So this is what's replacing the factory 1523 Metal Gear servo. A little bit of difference in weight, not much, but we'll see how much more powerful, how much more torquey this is. That's the whole point of this video. Reedy 1523 Metal Gear servo. Is there a big difference between this and the little upgrade that I bought for like $40? Well, we're gonna find out, but this is what it looks like. All right, here is newly purchased servo. So let's check it out and see how it works, if it works better than the stock RTR servo that came in the SC10 Pro 4. Full lock to lock, left to right, right to left. Again, seems to be a little bit more snappy and goes perfectly back to center. I need to actually do a little bit of adjustment on the alignment. Yeah, it seems to be a success here. Works a little bit better. It definitely twists the chassis more, which I think is a definite improvement in torque of the servo, the steering servo. Let me just explain what you saw right there in the video. I'm basically just trying to show the strength of the servo, basically by holding the front tire, and then I'm going to rotate the steering wheel on the radio controller, and then that's going to move the chassis around as I try to hold the wheel still, and you can see in the comparison that the upgraded servo's doing a lot more of the actual vehicle movement as it wobbles around as I'm trying to hold the front wheel still. That's all I'm trying to explain here. All right, now I'm going to finally wrap up the video. Do I think the servo upgrade was worth it? Yes, I do. It's not a night and day difference, but yeah, again, the price wasn't, you know, rather large. So definitely a benefit to buy this servo over the RTR. And so I just wanted to show you. Definitely turns better. You can tell that it's a little quicker, and that it is higher torque, you know, that the steering gets turned to the center point a little bit better than the previous servo. So definitely worth it. Just say this little truck out of the box with a good 2S LiPo runs really, really well. It's really fast. I'm impressed. I've got a 120C, so high output battery, and 6,000 milliamps, so decent size pack, and it's a hard pack, and it's a quality hard pack that I'm really happy with. And that's basically the video. I don't know what more I can say other than this servo was $38, and that was a little bit more expensive because I had to pay shipping and tax. So I think it was more around $32 if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the price right in front of me. But definitely a value versus, you know, a $100 servo or $200 servos that are out there. So yes, if you're looking at my video and you're just wanting to get some information on this upgraded Reedy 2513 servo, I think it's worth the price that I paid. That's the point of my video today. So other than that, thanks for viewing. Give me a like if you found the content helpful or you enjoyed it in any way. That would be appreciated. And I'll catch me on a future video when I make them. Bye-bye.